Hi fans, this is Soul, Golden-Sato, a great artist, and he's going to talk to us tonight about why art is so
important
to life. So away you go, tell us all you know. You're from South Africa originally, were you?
Yes.
You're one of these Zulu warriors.
From Durban.
Durban. Mm-hmm.
And art is important just as poetry, just as literature, just as ceramics, just as everything that connects the human being to being a human being. Mm-hmm. Because what it does is that it shows us. It doesn't answer all questions. That's the wrong thing to think about art. Art does not answer questions. But sometimes it might pose a question which makes us stop for a minute to think for a little bit in life. Why are we doing these silly things? So, something that makes you think is beautiful. It doesn't matter what format it takes. It could be a film, it could be a poem, it could be a painting, it could be anything. It could be somebody making a plate, a ceramic plate. Yeah? But if it makes you stop for one moment in life and think, why is this object or this idea important? Why is this book important or that book important? That's why we do art. Because you cannot get the answers from having a gun. You can't get the answers from, having a tank or whatever it is. Art is as art. So, to that end, me and my friend Bruce, who suffers from schizophrenia, we wanted to show the world that anybody can do anything. And that's what art can do. Art can change lives. And when in trouble, don't go and get a drink. Don't go and, get a cigarette or a joint or something. Go and get yourself some art, because that will save your life.
Can you expand on that? Because that's the most important thing I've ever heard said by anybody.
Because the way it is that this is free. Art is free. You can sit down here, as you can see, yeah? Mm-hmm. I am just creating a little painting. Mm-hmm. A simple little painting. Mm-hmm. But if I'm unhappy, this can cheer me up for the whole day. I could do this for the whole day. And that's what art does. It's in your head, It's thinking. That's the idea. That's why art is important to life. Because if you change your thinking...
So instead of having, you're being.
You don't need to go and buy anything, If you just change your thinking. Simple. You don't have to go and buy a bar of chocolate, and some people are suffering in Ivory Coast and they're having a civil war and everything, and they produce all the cocoa and everything. You don't need that. You just need art. Just sit down, do a little bit of, knitting. I'm into knitting now. But that's why art is important to life. Uh-huh. Because you do not need to hurt anybody to make it. That's
I love
the
it.
end.
I love it. So you're going to tell us a bit about the book? You're going to show us a few pages?
Yes. I will show you my favorite page. This is okay.
And tell us where they can buy it.
Okay. This is a book that I produced with my friend Bruce, who I have explained before, who suffers from schizophrenia. that we have sold over 1,200 of these books.
Well done.
And that's us.
Yeah, got it.
And Bruce grew up in Durban.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Durban as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we met in London
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago, and we embarked on the project. And it's a completely different sort of art.
Fly on the wall.
Yeah. It's a completely different sort of art. Some of it is based on people like Francis Bacon. Mm-hmm. Some of it is based on people like Andy Warhol.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like a book that you really need to look at to understand it. That's page 13, and that's why it's upside down.
That makes sense.
And that's my favorite one.
Yes, tell me why.
That's Francis Bacon's picture.
Mm-hmm.
This is a picture of Francis Bacon when he painted his boyfriend who was trying to throw up. And he was sitting in the back trying to throw up after he threw up. So that's why there's a sink here. But we changed it and did it as two girls trying to throw up. But it's a very good picture.
Well, these are completely unique drawings. Nothing's been done like that ever before.
No.
Here.
And this is the last one I'll show you, which is how you can use line. Because line to me is very, very important. Because when I do drawings, I like to use line.
So you're an artist yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I like to do art.
Mm-hmm.
Say whether it's film, whether it's art, whether it's painting, whether it's sculpture. Like one of my favorite is Duchamp.
Mm-hmm.
I like Duchamp because he used to go in skips and get stuff and create things. And I'm recreating two of his famous sculptures at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, where can they buy that?
It's in the garden right now.
Oh, well,
I can bring it in.
Yeah, well, we might do a second clip if you've got time.
Yes. And I can bring my paintings and you can see them.
Oh, you got some paintings?
Yeah, but like this, for example, see, you use text, you use poetry to create lines.
Yeah, we've got an Australian artist that writes on stories on his.
I'm doing one now. I've got some ceramic stuff, and but I'll show you my paintings.
Oh, sure.
But if you want to stop it now,
No, we've got another 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. So
they might switch to another video, but we'll keep going just in case somebody's interested. Because you made an award-winning documentary on the Crystal Skull.
I did a film
with Gabriel Murray.
I did a film, which was basically was supposed to be about the Crystal Skull,
and that comes from that Hollywood movie. What was that called?
Who's that famous? The one who did Jaws.
Spielberg?
Yeah. Spielberg was also doing an Indiana Jones film at the same time. So they wanted a picture of the Crystal Skull. So we decided that...
A movie of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, we decided that we should change the focus of the film from the Crystal Skull to the man who discovered this Crystal Skull, or the one who
the explorer that went to South Africa.
So it's
South
about
America.
Mitchell Hedges,
and
you can find it on YouTube under Mitchell Hedges 2012. But the idea was that we were going to tell the story from a different point of view, instead from an explorer's point of view, but from the man's point of view, what he was about. and his daughter, his adopted daughter.
So his relationships and his life.
Yes, and how he related to the Indian tribes, how he related to the Mayans and everything, and how the mathematics of the calendar of the 2012, and how people over the years have tried to discover what this actually means.
This calendar, this Mayan calendar, prophecy calendar, and it's coming true next year.
Yeah. So we had to decide on whether it's the 23rd or the 22nd of December of 2012, and we had to do a lot of research on Madam.
You spent a year, you're telling me before, on this movie. Now you won awards. Tell us about the awards this documentary made.
I won an award. We won an award for technical achievement for animation, because we had to develop the whole wheel, the Mayan calendar.
You did that?
Yes. We won that for an award for an international film festival in Ireland.
In Watford?
Watford, yes.
Waterford, sorry. And
then we won the Mexican.
That's where they make crystal jewellery. They're crystal cups.
No, they actually gave us a crystal plate.
That was the Waterford crystal.
Yeah. But then we also won, which was kind of important to me.
In Mexico. How did you get to Mexico?
We just sent them the film. And it was in Guadalajara, and that's where they were holding the festival.
Yes.
And
so can they buy a copy by sending you 20 quid?
Of course they can.
Yeah, how much do you need? 20 or 25?
5 quid is fine.
5 quid, and you'll just send them a CD of this amazing. I've seen it.
DVD.
It's an amazing documentary. But I was in a
well, the film needs to be out there because it's a good film.
Yeah.
It's a good story. I mean, it's amateurish in a way, but at the same time, it tells this real story, and it's beautifully done.
Yeah.
It took quite a lot of work.
Well, it took you a year, and you're working full time.
Yeah. Every day.
So it's your baby.
Yeah.
So we've got to get it onto iTunes so they can download it.
Yes, we'll do that.
Well, I've been helping Lord Merriworth today, getting his poetry on ebooks.
But that's what we do in this business. As much as we say art is important to life, just to wrap up, right? Yeah. As much as we say that art is important to life, an artist gotta eat.
That's right.
Yeah. So what we do is that we connect to the public, we show people that this is what we do and this is how it takes to do whatever we do. But we do this not just for our own. We don't do art for art's sake.
Yeah.
If I did art for art's sake, then I'll be doing paintings that nobody would even be able to hang on their walls.
So everyone can find this video on YouTube. I need tags of all the top people you've met. Give me all the names of all the wonderful people you've met so I can add their names. And when they're searching for these people, this video comes up and they meet you. Give us a list.
I will refuse to do that.
Well, we'll put it on. You'll give it to me afterwards, and I'll write them down. I'll write them down for you.
Only because I haven't got permission from these people
to use their name.
Yeah, to use it.
But I'll put it in the tagline.
I can't use my girlfriend's brother's name.
What's his name?
No, I am not. Because you never use anybody's name.
But you've been in the film business and the animation business. You're a techno freak with your computer. You did it all on a laptop. Yeah. How did you manage to make a movie on a laptop? You're amazing.
It wasn't a laptop. We actually had to buy a workstation, which was only about 239 quid.
But that was amazing, not having the proper facilities. So anyway, we've run out of time. So it's wonderful to meet you.
It's wonderful being interviewed by you.
So give them your email address.
My email address is Sol, S-O-L, at Sol, S-O-L, Golden, as in the metal.com.
And and then you can tell them where to post the check.
Yeah.
And you'll send them a copy.
Yes.
Because this is amazing art, and they should all see it, especially if they've seen the Hollywood movie.
Thank you very much.
Bye.